Hi everyone, so I just thought that I'd make this video kind of for fun. So to start off, this is just speculation. Like, I am in no way, shape, or form, know anything for sure. This is just, from all of the evidence I've gathered in King's Isle games. You probably read the title, but if you don't know what I'm talking about all the potential worlds of the spiral that could be coming, and obviously there's going to be a lot more, well, hopefully, than I mentioned. This is just what they've, given slight hints to. Yeah, so let's get into it. So I'm obviously in this room because this is, the most, what's the word? Sorry, Xander, he's from Wallaroo, obviously. We've heard the name drop of Wallaroo, multiple NPCs have talked about Wallaroo, and even his room seems to be, Wallaroo inspired. I'm not sure what these are, some type of text, but the pictures on the wall, they appear to be of Wallaroo. I don't know what else they would be. Weirdly, they seem like they'd be of Lemuria, but if anything else, but obviously Xander was like, no, it's just a fable, so they gotta be of Wallaroo. So, yeah, that's the most obvious, world that's coming. Who knows when? I kind of thought it was just gonna be either the next world or the world right after, but, nope. I guess it's Lemuria, which, that's cool. I've said in another video why I'm excited about Lemuria, but anyway. So yeah, the, first potential world is Wallaroo, and, it's gonna be inspired by the Australian outback, or I guess just Australia in general, and, yeah, I'm excited about that. I feel like it's gonna probably be a lot like Mirage, as in there's just an endless outback that you can explore, and probably other potential zones, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so this is the most obvious world. Multiple NPCs have talked about it, and we're probably gonna go there. Who knows when, but we're gonna go there. The next world I would like to talk about, hold on, is here we are. This is the Monstrologist, Professor Brooke, and she says she is from Albion. Now, there's kind of a trick when it comes to Albion. If you ever played Pirate, the Foxes say they're also from Albion, but they say that it's just a skyway in Marleybone. However, I feel like they're gonna, it might be connected to Marleybone, but I feel like, they're actually gonna try and make it its own world. I don't understand why they'd have NPCs, saying they're from Albion if they're not gonna bring this world here. Also, if you go to Wizard City Underground, I believe, I don't know, it's been a while since I played through it, but I believe they said that, the Druids and the Tree Hunters are originally from Albion, and they came here, to, look after the Great Oak. They were connected, before the Spiral Door and before, Windstones, they were connected by ley lines. And, they went to, Ravenwood, long ago, to look after Bartleby here, and they came from, Albion, and it appears to be a Celtic, Scotland, Ireland inspired type world, and, I'm pretty sure that's coming to Wizard. I don't know when, again, but, the world has been mentioned, and I am pretty sure that, eventually we'll go there, and I'm also very excited for that world. But the thing is, they've been mentioning worlds for a while, and, who knows when it is that they're actually going to be dropped. The third world I'd like to talk about, that seems to have a name, is, hold on. Here we are. So, if you don't know what this is Brisk Tower. It's been in the game for a very long time, and, the thing that's crazy about this tower has been in the world since, I believe Celestia, if I'm not mistaken. And so, basically since the beginning of the second arc, this tower has been here. And this tower has, a name, a world drop name of Yago. And for those that don't know, Yago is a play on words of yoga, so it's going to be a world inspired by India. The last boss that you defeat in here talks about his homeworld being Yago, and he also talks about like star fields. Like honestly, this world, besides Lemuria, is the world that like I am just dying, like absolutely dying to go to. Like I am just, I don't know. It's just for so long I've waited for this world, and for so long they have not even like mentioned it ever again. Like they also mentioned this world in Pirate. And again, I'm sorry, I don't know what the Krugers called their world, because I think they called it something different. Maybe they're talking about it's a, you know, like a section in the Skyway or something, because, you know, it's in Pirate, so maybe that's what they're referring to, and that's why there's two different names. But anyway, the Krugers are also from Yago, and that makes sense. It would probably be a world of, like, maybe elephants and tigers. Like I know there's already elephants in Zafaria, but they've also had like pigs in both Mushu and Wisteria, and also boars in Grizzleheim. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't also have like, you know, Indian like a different breed of elephant in Yago. Anyway, like I could ramble on about Yago just because like it's been so long since we've heard this name drop. And we have gotten no hints, nothing about when this world could possibly be. And like, in a sense, I'm excited about that because, you know, it's a lot of build-up. Like, a lot of people, you know, if they haven't played through Pirate or done this, tower right here, they wouldn't even know about Yago. But for the people that have, it's been in the game for a long time, and nothing has come of it. Like, and it's just interesting. And it's been, like, the name has been out there longer than, like, most worlds. And, like, I don't know, it's just crazy. And, like, I'm super excited. I hope, maybe, I feel like Yago's not coming this, arc. I feel like this arc is gonna be Lemuria, and then maybe Cool Ranch or Wallaroo. That's just what I'm feeling. But then again, I don't know. But I hope for the 5th arc. I hope for the 5th arc Yago is coming. I really, really do. Because, like, they could do a lot with that. You know, maybe, I'm rambling here. Maybe I'll, like, make an entire video of its own on Yago. Because I have a lot to say about it. But, I don't know, Yago fangirl here. I'm gonna go ahead and, continue on to other possible worlds. But yeah, that's just a possible one. So far, the only other world that we have a name of is El Dorado, and I'm just throwing that out there because one, this is the world of the spirals, not just the world of Wizard, but El Dorado is a world we haven't been to yet, obviously, and if they ever update Pirate, like they haven't, and a lot of people have given up hope on Pirate, but you know, with the new acquisition and everything, I feel like Pirate's not gonna die. I mean, they've made a lot of mention to it in the last, the Lemurian pre-quest, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they wouldn't mention it so much if they've just given up, but then again, I don't know. But, anyway, yeah, El Dorado, like, we know El Dorado is out there, but we haven't actually been there yet, so, I just thought I would mention it. Honorable mention, hopefully we go there one day, but, you know, until then, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to, worlds that have more of, like, hints that they exist, but they don't necessarily have a name yet. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this video here since I can't actually go to any of the places that have, or that, like, mentioned it, because actually a lot of where I'm gonna get the next couple of worlds from is from KingsIsle's mobile game, God, I keep on wanting to say Pirate Cove, Animal Cove. And you might be thinking, what does that have to do with anything? But actually, just like almost all of KingsIsle's games, Animal Cove was also connected to the spiral. It wasn't set in the spiral. I'm pretty sure it was set on Earth, which is actually really intriguing. Like, I feel like there's a video to be had there, but yeah. Anyway, like, and it's really strange too. Like, the volcano seemed to have magic in Animal Cove, and it was like somehow connected to the spiral. That was in itself interesting, but where I'm going with this is the animals seem to have like representations of their like spiral world counterpart. And to further explain that, one of the main characters' name was Winston, and Winston was a dog, and he had a British accent, which is much like the dogs of Marleybone. And so, being set and connected to the spiral, it gives a lot of hints, it gives a lot of clues. So let me explain some of the potential like worlds that I saw in Animal Cove. Number one is a South American inspired world, because there was a llama there, and the llama clearly came from some country in South America. I'm assuming Peru, but you know how KingsIsle is, they'll just like probably squish all of South America into a single world. If they do that, I'm not sure they will do that, because that world would be in itself very similar to Azteca, like extremely similar. But you know, I could see them doing that, like llama NPCs, like a rainforest type place. I could really see them doing that, but anyway, I'm not holding my breath for that. If anything, that is way, way in the future. But another world that I potentially saw is there was an alligator, and I actually forgot the alligator's name, but he had a southern accent, and he appeared to be from New Orleans, and the correspondence there could be a world like that's southern inspired, New Orleans inspired, that could have alligator NPCs, like we have the crocodile NPCs from Crocotopia. I could see them doing like a world of like frogs and alligators, because I was also getting like, you know, a Princess and the Frog vibe from him. But I could absolutely see KingsIsle doing like a New Orleans inspired world. And then another like something we got from Animal Cove is there were also otters, and then the otters actually appeared, like I'm not exactly sure, because I'm not the best at recognizing accents, but I think they were like from somewhere in the north, like Finland, Norway, etc. And that one kind of doesn't make sense because we already got Grizzleheim, which is like, you know, Nordic inspired, but they seem to be like modern, like they were like dancers, and they really appeared to be from like Finland, and they were otter NPCs. So like I'm not sure how they would make that work. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm misplacing where they were from. I don't know, that's just another possibility. Yeah, and then they also had an Arctic fox NPC, and it's funny, she looked like the pets, you know, the Arctic fox pets here, and I believe her correspondent was in Polaris, and so just a lot of that made sense. And I wish they would have finished doing Animal Cove, because we probably could have got a lot more I don't know, I guess lore from that, but that's the only world that like could be new that I am thinking of. I mean, there was actually also a flamingo, and that was interesting, but again, I could see that being connected to the South American world. But to continue on, there has also been a few other hints that I've seen here in Wizard. So first let me talk about the NPCs. A lot of the NPCs, like, they don't appear to be from the world where we see them. Like, they appear to be travelers. And the reason I say that is they're either a different species or they have just a strange accent. An accent that's not like the other NPCs. And the accent that I've seen the most, and I'm sorry if I confuse this, actually, like, the Boston accent and the accent of, like, I think it's Bronx, New York, maybe Brooklyn, New York, I'm not sure, but one of the accents of New York and the Boston accent sound really similar to me, so maybe I'm, like, confusing the two. But there appears to be, and this is only, I'm getting this only from the NPCs we've seen in Wizard, there appears to be out there a world based on New York City. And there also appears to be, like, a time where this is set, and it appears to be in the 1920s. And the reason I'm saying this is because some of the NPCs in Mirage have, like, New York accents, and I believe that the girl we helped, Ariel, from Imperia, she, I believe, had an accent too, and they all have, like, the same accent, and to me that's rather strange. And so, but, you know, that would make sense, because even though they're all different NPCs, New York is, like, the mixing pot, so it would make sense that there would be, like, many different NPCs with all the same accent, and being, like, different. Also, the NPCs that I've seen appeared to, like, just, I don't know, they had makeup that reminded me of, the 1920s look. I'm specifically talking about the frogs in Mirage. And so it would make sense that they would have a world, like, based on New York. So yeah, and again, I'm getting very speculative here. This is just what there could possibly be, just based on the hints I've seen. And then the last world I'm going to talk about, and it's not really a new world, rather like an added section, and if I talk about this, they could literally do this with any world. Like, they could just add a section onto any world. Like, I believe they said they wanted to do that in Zafaria for a while, but I'm going to talk about, they could potentially have an added on, like, section of Celestia. And I don't know, like, why, like, maybe it would just be, like, you know, a dungeon or something along those lines. But I feel like, I feel like it could be pretty big what they would want to add on to Celestia. And let me explain this reasoning. First off, if we go into the, we go into the Shadow Scholar's room. Velma von Venkman. If you remember, she said she was getting fish from Celestia. And, like, that in itself is, like, a one-off comment, but, like, why would she say that? That was part of our main quest. Why would she just throw that out there for absolutely no reason? That in itself is very interesting. Like, her specifically saying she's going to Celestia for a fish. That is very interesting to me. And to further put, I guess, evidence into why I think Celestia is going to get a bit of an expanse is the Under the Sea enchantment bundle. Or I think that's what that bundle was called, I actually can't remember. Like, they've had bundles, like, you know, obviously before that they don't correspond with the world, like, they're just, you know, basically there to make money. But the thing about that particular bundle is how, there was all these, like, updated graphics about being under the ocean. And, like, if you saw that house, it was really beautiful, and it was really good. and they had a lot of like undersea plant life and like undersea like just I don't know how to say this, just like updated graphics of being under the ocean. And to me, it's like, why would they do all like that for just a single like bundle? Like I guess they would, but to me it feels like a waste. Like, why would they do that if they're not like thinking about doing like a world that is also underwater? And like, to me it would just make sense for that to be like an update, or not an update, but an expanse of Celestia. And again, they also had sort of a gauntlet inspired by Celestia, the Fantastic Voyage, where we also, like, I believe went to like separate places or islands. I mean, it looked like the floating lands of Celestia. I don't know, there's been a lot like surrounding like possibly trying to go back to Celestia, and that would make sense since it was like the beginning of the second arc. And I don't know, Celestia is definitely not anybody's favorite world, but I could see them doing like, I don't know, just an expanse of that. I could see them doing that. But anyway, I don't really have any other world that like I think they mentioned. There could be, and if there is, please tell me down below, and maybe I'll make a updated video. I guess Darkmoor is worth a shout out. Like, we got a dungeon of Darkmoor, but we never, like, it's a full world, and we never went there, because, like, Aquila is also a full world, but, we also have a dungeon of it in, Wizard, and it's probably because, like, Pirate should have the full world of Darkmoor. Pirate mentions it more, but, I don't know, we'll see, you know, if, and that would make sense why they never released a full Darkmoor. Like, if Pirate ever does come to life, like, that world needs to be in Pirate. It doesn't need to be in Wizard, it needs to be in Pirate, since we already have a dungeon of it in Wizard. Like, that's just how it works. Like, we get a dungeon of Pirate's World, and then Pirate World gets, like, a dungeon of, like, Wizard World. That's how it should be, like, in my opinion. Or if we do go to the same world, it needs to be, like, completely different places. I mentioned that in another video, but, yeah, I guess that's gonna do it. Maybe I missed some, like, possible, like, hints at other worlds that could exist. I hope I'm not missing anything major. But, yeah, those are all the possible worlds that I see coming, and obviously there's probably gonna be more than what I mentioned. Those are just the ones that were, hinted, or possibly hinted at. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe and comment down below, and bye guys.